Then he looks back at the source. He says, but I, the God of God that created everything and expanded everything, I came from my mother, Nun,
Whoa.
which is
Whoa.
liquid matter, which is called the primordial word of Nun. That's liquid matter. So that whole book is a discussion on quantum physics.
Yeah. You see how worn out it is? So in the creation account, Babu Mucha tells us that within this sea, or with the primordial waters of no thing, an action emerges, a desire emerges, and the river time ends up desiring or craving the primordial waters of the no thing. And now, out of this mating, a living spark is created. Now, when this living spark is created, in the accounts of Kemet, if you read how Asar comes to be, this living spark, or this let there be light moment, that is where we are. When the spark comes out and he says, I self-created myself, because within the imperceptible waters of Nu, we don't know what is happening. He self-creates, because the division that happens within the divisibility, no one can tell you about. All you know that though is that if you friction that indivisible space, if you friction it in a certain way, if you condition it in a certain way, the living spark discharges out of it. Now this living spark, it looks around and it says, I self-created. I came out from the Big Ben, or I alone did it. And now, in this version of the account, the little spark realizes that either I grow or I die. And then it begins to, here it is again, to eat or devour the no thing, until eventually it devoured everything and it became this omniscient presence now that says, I am. And every time it does this, there is a disturbance, a formation of matter. And how is this matter forming? It's coming to be in spheres. Then Ubaba goes on to say that when the river time realizes that what the living spark had done, to punish it, it sends the spirit of cold. This is now the primordial waters. They've come now as in a different form. They are now the spirit of cold. And Ubaba tells us that the war between the spirit of cold, compression, and the spirit of heat, the living spark, expansion, it is from these ashes now that everything, the stars, everything, all the orbs that we are witnessing around us